Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Keeley Talks. I hope you're all doing well. And we're here to do some free readings today, which I'm happy about. I'm excited to be live again. Obviously, we went live last week for the first time in a while, and I'm trying to get back into my routine of going live a few times a week, but I've had such a busy week this week. Busy day. Anyway, let me see who's here. Let's say hello to everybody. So we have Real Pamster. Hello, Real Pamster. We have Mohaha. Hey. We have Melody. Hey, Melody. We have Aldona. Hi. And we have Nikifa. And Nikki says, how are you? I'm good. I've had a horrible headache this morning, but I've had like loads of water and that to drink, and I've had some pain meds, so hopefully should be soon. It'll go away. But apart from that, I'm good. How are you, Nikifa? And we've got Eco Spice as well. Hello, Eco Spice. Hope you're doing well. So for anyone who's new here, who's never had a reading of me or been in the stream, hello Leslie as well. I've missed you too, love. And hi Margot. Lovely to see you, Margot. Glad that you've made it as well. I love seeing all these familiar names and new names. I'm living for it. So anyone who's new here, the way these streams work is when I'm ready, I'll say put one in the chat if you would like a reading. And if I feel drawn to you, I will pick you. And then you can ask your question. I just say no legal or health related questions because I don't do readings on them. And if you don't know what to ask, because sometimes you can get a bit like, I don't know what advice or guidance I need, then you can ask for a general reading. And just love you too, Leslie. I love all of you. Hello, Linda as well, and Lily. Hi. I can't remember what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, if you don't understand anything that I've said, it is here on the banner, and the mods that are in the chat, I'm sure they will help you if you don't know. But this is always a lovely little chat anyway. Everyone is so loving and respectful, and I love it. So I like to start my stream with one of these spiritual AF cards, and it gives everyone a bit of guidance. Like, we all need a bit of guidance. I'll just grab one out. Sometimes they swear these spiritual AF cards, though. They're like the Rebel deck in that way. For anyone who enjoys the Rebel deck. I bought these off Amazon, I think, like about 6 months ago. And these cards are really good because you get this, I don't know where it is now, but you get like a little stand with it, and you can put it on your little stand so you can remind yourself of your inspirational quote. So this one says, if you ask the universe for signs, believe what shows up. And then on the back here it says, seriously, don't go asking a tarot deck about that lover you're pretty sure you should leave and then pull the leave their ass card and pretend like you don't know what it's saying. That, sweetheart, is a recipe for some cosmic ass dicking. The universe is loving as fuck, but it created a tough love game. If you ask for direction and don't listen, she's gonna rain signs on you till you do. Bonus sign. If you pulled this card asking if you should learn to twerk, you should, totally should. I wasn't asking if I should learn to twerk, but okay. But I'm loving the sassiness of these cards. It's super sassy. Also, I got my, I don't know where it is now. somewhere in my Soul and Spirit magazine for, well, I think it's supposed to be for January, and you get like little oracle decks in it. So we've got this one here. Was that a spider? But I've seen like a little tiny spider or something then. I'm terrified of spiders. So I've not opened these before, so I'm opening for the first time with you guys. So you get 52 cards in it, and it's like an affirmation thing to help you be more positive. It says take 13 cards for the season you are in now and shuffle them for as long as you feel called to. Close your eyes, take a long deep breath and let your mind follow. Then choose the card you are most drawn to. Opening your eyes slowly, look at the card you have chosen, think about and perhaps speak about affirmation out loud and let this affirmation guide your week. We use these cards every year and enjoy a new order of affirmations for every season. Hey KK. Okay, well the top ones are and we're in autumn now, so we'll just read this little affirmation for everyone before we start our readings. It says, revitalize. Walks in the cool, crisp air could relieve and revitalize my soul. Well, I'm always for that. I'm always walking as well. Okay. Anyway, we'll do that once a week, I suppose. Okay, guys. I think I said hello to everyone. So let me put my thingy-majiggy in. My thingy-majiggy banner. There we go. Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like a reading. I hope everyone's been doing well. It has been a while since the trial at Leslie. I've been a bit behind on following it on doing my content because I've been not doing as much content as I wish. Hello, Claire. Hey, Lily, as well. I need to get my... Oh. Guys, look at my hands as well. My palm strings. I hope I don't knock them. Got it. Leslie, I feel drawn to you, my love. Do you want to put your question in the chat? Oh, she's putting her question in the chat. Yeah, these hands up here, the palmistry hands, I'll get them out in a bit and show you guys. But my mum bought them for my birthday because I'm turning 30 in a few weeks. Hitting a new decade. But I'm learning palmistry slowly but surely. And I absolutely love these hands. That's not the crystal ball that's supposed to go in it though. My mum's getting me another crystal ball to go in there. Because you can put quite a big crystal ball in there. But I'll get them out in a bit to show you. I love them. Anyway. Leslie, do you want to put your question in the chat, my love? I don't know if my chat is low. Hard to explain. Hey, Tia. How to explain? I feel like I'm under attack, family. I'm dyslexic, me, Leslie, and sometimes I misconstrued what I don't know. I can see what the cards bring up about you, about the situation that you're going through with your family. Is that what you want me to do? Okay, I love playing with my crystal ball. That sounds a bit rude, but it's not intentional. Okay, let's see what we get out of Leslie. Okay, Leslie. Yeah, put a pick on the discard, Claire. I'll have a look at it, my love. These 4 cards came out for you first. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the Empress, and the 4 of Wands. Now, first of all, with the Ten of Pentacles coming out, I want to say that regarding the family, from the outside, they look like everyone looks like the happy, perfect family. Like nothing can go wrong. But I want to say, like, there's a lot of cracks that are starting to show, and I want to say that there's a singular person within the family. I feel like it's a female who likes to cause a lot of gossip, and she likes to rock the boat. Okay. And I am being made aware the month of June around this lady as well. And it's like she her drive is drama, I want to say. And I'm also made aware that I want to say that this lady is like middle-aged. Okay. So I want to say this is a middle-aged lady who's there on the earthly plane, who does like to cause a lot of drama around the family, and she does start a lot of gossip. I want to say that she wasn't dealt the best hand. Like, she goes through her own issues, and her escapism is finding drama to like distract herself. And I want to say that she's been going through her own pain silently. It's like she doesn't want anyone to judge her, so if I can get people talking about everyone else, they won't look at me. And I feel like that this person, they are very negative, okay, and they always look at the negative side of a situation. And I want to say that energy, when somebody has that kind of energy, it can rub off onto a lot of people. And I feel this is what's happened here. And I want to say it's even rubbed off on ourselves, my love, and that we found ourselves feeling negative and negative thoughts about people within our family, which we wouldn't usually do. And when this comes around us, when we get these negative energies around us, it can bring our energy right down. Okay, the Empress is coming around you here. She's saying you have such a strong intuition, because I feel like that it's like you can sense it, okay, and you can sense when people are not being the true selves around you. But also, my love, they're talking about the need for be picking yourself up as well, to connecting with your inner goddess, okay? And I know that sounds very woo-woo, wow, whatever, but they're saying that there's a need for you to be taking a step back away from these people who are drawing you down, because it is drawing on you, it's drawing on your health and your energy as well, and to be treating yourself. I want to be doing something for me, okay? They're also making me aware of somebody who has lost a ring as well. I'm seeing a ring, and I'm made aware that it's on the floor underneath a set of drawers. If you don't know who it is who's lost the ring, just remember that I have said that to you, my love, because that ring is very significant. But this could also be symbolising a broken down friendship or a broken down marriage, okay? Because sometimes when spirits show me things, I'm like, does it mean this or does it mean that? I am made aware the number 4 as well. The number 4 being significant around you. Now, they're showing me a lot of yellow in here, Leslie, and I want to say that even though you've been feeling this under attack, that you are a very, very positive person, and even when people are being hateful and making you feel attacked, that you personally try to still show them love and be welcoming to them. But it's like I'm getting pushed to my limits now. I don't know how far I can keep I can keep going. How far can I keep being nice? Okay. They're also making me aware of a pain. Somebody's getting pain in the lower left of the back as well, and also at the back of the right leg. I am made aware that a gentleman does come around with a walking stick, and he's talking about somebody who needs to be putting their feet up more. Okay. I've just gone cold right over my face, and I want to say that this gentleman, we don't always get loved ones coming through on the online readings, but he's making me aware that he did sustain an injury, or he had some sort of complaint with his left ankle. Okay, and he would when he comes around in spirit, he does make me feel cold around the face. So if you randomly start getting a cold nose or a cold breeze on your face where you're like, why am I feeling a chill? The eating's on, or the weather's lovely, like what's going on? I want to say it's this gentleman coming around, and if you can't place him at the moment, just remember that I've told you about him. Maybe ask around the family members that we do get along with. Okay, I want to say we're waiting on hearing on somebody as well, because I can see the door knocking. Hello, Tina, and thank you, Margot, for sharing the stream. Well, thank you, my love. To make me aware somebody getting a visit off somebody, but I want to say that I've just said we're waiting on somebody coming, but they're also talking about someone where we're going to be getting an unexpected visit from somebody. Okay. Then the fourth card that we had here, totally forgot about it, didn't I? We've got the four wands. Now the 4 wands is coming in talking about celebrating foundations. Now I know you're talking about that you feel like that there's a lot of pain surrounding the family at the moment where you're feeling attacked. They're talking about the need to rebuild the foundations. Now this isn't about putting this on you, on your head. This is something that is going to have to be like a joint effort for people to come around and to do this together. But they're also talking about a celebration of either a proposal or a marriage as well. If you can't place that at the moment, just remember that I've told it you. That we're going to be hearing news of a proposal, or there's going to be a marriage, and this is going to be someone close to the family as well. Yeah, Margot, these are I can't deal with the big tarot cards shuffling and my hands can't stretch around it. But yeah, these cards are much better. Also, Leslie, this wanted to pick up another card off the top of the deck. We've got the Eight of Cups. There's a situation that we're needing to be walking away from as well. Turn that light off. There's a situation that we're needing to be walking away from. By the way, guys, if you can hear that gurgling, it's my fridge. She's an old bird and she likes to moan sometimes, and that's what she's doing right now. So I do apologise. But anyway, Leslie, there's a situation that we're needing to be coming away from. Now, the gentleman that I said did come around, he's talking about a child, a little girl who's with him in the spirit world, and he's saying that she's okay. I feel like this little girl didn't touch the earth and plane, or if she did, she was very young when she passed over, and she comes around and she plays, and she moves things. I want to say she's the one who moved the ring, if you can place where the ring is. And I just heard him say, don't worry, everything will sort itself out, okay? Because I feel like that we're putting the worry on our head, and he's just putting that message out there. Don't worry, everything will sort itself out. Now I need to get you a verbal deck card, Leslie, my love. I'm so sorry about the fridge. It is so loud. I do apologise. But yeah, got 10 cards that just didn't want to come out then. Okay, we've got 2 cards here. The first one is with the energy one, and it says figure shit out on your own. This is talking about where you're waiting for you're letting other people give their opinion too much surrounding the things that you want to do. And this is saying that we're needing to be just sitting by ourselves and allowing ourselves to make them decisions within us. Also, you've got this one, Leslie. It says, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart, it misses you. This is saying that you've been letting all these negative energies on the family. They've been coming around and consuming you. And it's been putting your energy on quite a lot. And it's saying when this is happening, it's causing you to overthink a lot of things. And it's saying get out of that energy, connect back into the love within your heart. I don't know if you do meditation or mindfulness, but if you don't like mindfulness, you can do something as simple as doodling, just to disconnect away from any thoughts that are coming in that are unwanted. But I want to thank you for connecting with me, Leslie, my love, and I want to thank the spirits that have come through as well, because even though my spirit guides are always working with me, I don't always get people's loved ones through it. So thank you, my love. Anyway, if anyone else wants a reading, put a 1 in the chat. Whilst you do that, I'm going to try and get my hands without anything falling. Let's see if we can do it, so I can show you guys. I know things are going to fall. Did it. I did it. Okay, let me show you guys these before I 1 second. Before I see who we're drawn to, I'll just show you these hands. They are so beautiful. So it's got all the planets on it. It's got all the actual lines on there: the head, the heart, the fate line, the health line. It's got all the ruling stars, the astrology signs on there, and the planetary signs as well. And it's got these little skeletons on the front. I love this. It was only like £30 when Mum got it made for my birthday. Oh, 1 second, my loves. Let me just pull it back before it drops on the head. There we go, we did it. We did it. Right, okay. There we go. It's back. Leslie said, "Thank you, sweetheart, right on the money blessings. It was perfect what I'm going through, right down to the ring." Well, thank you for connecting with me, Leslie. Now let's see who we're drawn to. Margot, I feel drawn to you, my love. Do you want to put your question in the chat? Let's see where we're going. My energy keeps changing at the minute. I don't know if you guys can tell by the way the readings are going, but things keep going so differently. Like the way I'm working. I'm loving it. Thank you, Kay and Pamstar and Claire and Margot regarding the palms. Just waiting for Margot to put her question in the chat. Margot says, "Thank you, I'd like a general, I have no questions." No worries, love. Thank you, Leslie, for the hearts. I'm gonna use these tarot cards, even though the hearts are shut off, but we'll do it. Now these tarot cards, I was talking about them last week. I got them in a set. And what I love about them is they all have little quotes on them. Like little keywords and stuff. Something you can, I've never worked with them before, so I want to see what comes out. Okay, Margot. We've got the Ten of Wands first of all. I feel this is coming around. I want to say there's a young gentleman around you, and I want to say that he's feeling particularly weighed down, but he has a good way of hiding it. And I want to say this young lad is he has a very mischievous, jokey personality. I want to say that. Oh, thank you, Claire. I'm glad you got them. I hope you're enjoying them. I want to say that this young gentleman is just feeling super overwhelmed, and I feel like he doesn't know who to communicate with and talk to. I do feel like he has a very strong soul, and I feel like that he is a very strong person for the things that he does privately carry on his shoulder as well. But I want to say, with it coming up the 10 Wands first of all, I want to say that this situation where he's feeling overwhelmed is at its end of its cycle within his life, if that makes sense. So it's like we're going into a new cycle, things changing for him, things getting better for him as well. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know if this is connecting with this ladder, but I feel more like I'm drifting into things surrounding yourself. I want to talk about this a project that you're wanting to start, Margot. Or you might already have started it, but I feel like that this is something that we're gonna have to put a lot of work into, and it's gonna take a lot of our time. And I want to say it's something that you wanted to do for a long time. Okay, and I feel like that, like I'm drawn to like arts and crafts, so I feel like it's something that you're going to be making. Okay, like you don't know whether I am with that, I do apologise, but I feel like that this is a project that we're either contemplating or we have started, but it's like we've got to plant the seeds further and to see the outcome. We've got to start it. Now, if you have started it, it's like, you know, do we carry on? Okay, and I feel like we're needing to carry on with this. We've got the Six of Pentacles as well. This is coming around you talking about where somebody's been having some financial worries around you, and things are going to start balancing out for you or that person who this is significant for. I want to say, like, we've been feeling like, you know, will everything be alright? But they're saying everything will be alright, it will sort itself out. Now, where's the other little tarot card? I feel like I need to get that in a minute. Also, Margot, my love, we've got the Three of Wands as well. And I want to say that there's a situation that we are coming away from. I want to say, my love, that there's been a need to be communicating something around our personal lives, but we can't find the words to express. It's like every time I want to get my voice out there, I'm finding it hard. Now, this might be with this gentleman who we were talking about at the beginning, but I feel like that he may really need someone to be talking with. And then she feels like, I feel like a sense of like really, really chilled out vibes though around you, Margot, I want to say. Hi again. A lot of chilled out energy. Let me see what we get in the Rebel deck cards. Very quickly. Okay, Margot, you got get some fucking sleep. You are tired. Face to pillow now. There's a need to be raising our energies and getting more sleep. I also want to say there's been something going on where we've been getting really, really weird dreams recently as well. I'm sorry that was such a short. It was a weird reading, but Margot says I think it all makes sense. So thank you for that, love. Anyway, if anyone else would like a reading, please put a 1 in the chat. Let me get some oracle cards out ready as well. 1 second. We've got some. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay. Aldona, I feel drawn to you, my love. Hey, Elizabeth, me. Aldona, do you want to put your question in the chat, my love? Oh, I am sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Oh, thank you, Leslie, for the super sticker, my love. Thank you. I can't see what it is. I want to see what it is now. Let me see if I can see what it is. It's the I'm going. You're number one. Thank you, Leslie. Okay. So Aldona's like a general. She's been feeling anxious. I'm gonna get out me oracle cards here for you, Aldona. Now, with these cards, I call them me random oracle cards because they have so many different decks in them. Oh, it's all good. Let's see what we get. Oh, gosh. Okay, my love. So, you've got 3 cards so far. These are the 3. The first one is this one that came out first, and it says, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. I want to say this situations around you where you've been like, you know, why is that happening? Okay. And it's like everything is coming into place to help you to become a stronger person. And I want to say that you have had to be very, very strong in Aldona with the one lead circus coming in, one wing circus coming in. And I want to say that we've found it, I want to say with yourself, my love, that we found it hard to express that to other people, to tell people how we are feeling. You're very, very sensitive to energy, aren't you? Aldona. You're very, very sensitive to other people's energy, and you tend to feel very, very overwhelmed when you're around a lot of people. And I want to say that you are it's like you are, I don't know, I don't like calling it or whatever, but I want to say that your senses when it comes to like Claire, I don't know if you were clairaudient, clairvoyant, clairsentient, or clairsagniant, everyone is different, but if you wanted to, you would be able to work on strengthening them senses so that you could connect more into your intuition. And if you ever wanted to give readings, then you could do. I want to say that when you're around people, it's like you have a very strong sense about them. And also when people lie to you, it's like you can sense it right away. And now the anxieties that are coming around you, even though we're you know, you have real world things that giving you these anxieties. Also, with you being so sensitive, it's like we're on high alert all the time. Now, the elephant's coming in around you to give you strength. I did pick up a tarot card, and we've got the magician in, and the magician's coming in with all the tools to help you, and it's like the universe is trying to give you signs. It's like that first card we had at the beginning when it says, if you ask the universe for signs, believe what shows up. It's like I want to say that you've been asking for signs that you're doing things the right way, blah blah blah, and you are noticing them, but it's like you're just passing it on as a coincidence. Whether it's you hear like certain lyrics are jumping out at you in a song, or you see a billboard and it says "act now" or something along them lines, but you tend to just let it fly over your head as a coincidence. The universe is trying to communicate you and help you, guide you onto your path. But you do have this very, very spiritual nature about you. You've got the Insight card. Take the lead from nature, for it's naturally spiritual. You need grounding, my love, because at the moment with you not being grounded, it's like you're whizzing off, okay? And that's why your energies are all over a bit. They're talking about taking a risk. It says take a chance, or your dreams won't be realised. I know that then you do suffer with them anxieties. I know that feels because I do too. I'm sorry about the rocking, by the way, guys. I tend to do it a lot when connecting with my guides. But I want to say that you have got opportunities coming in front of you, Aldona, but we're needing to be taking that risk, okay? We will get to the destination that we're needing to be. They're also drawing me to water. I don't know if you're a water sign. I get mixed up with all the astrological stuff, but I want to say that they're bringing a lot of water. So even though we're needing grounding, we're also needing to learn how to be cleansing our energies. You might already know how to do all this, and I'm just like, whatever, but you might already know how to do all this. But if you don't, there is lots and lots of stuff online and lots of books that can help learn you how to ground and cleanse yourself. They're also bringing this appreciate card as well for you, our donor. Praise generates praise. This is telling you to find the things that you're thankful for around you and within your life, instead of keep looking at the things that are causing you these anxieties. Look at the things that you are thankful for. Now, this is going to sound crazy and bizarre to a lot of people, but literally yesterday I told my house that I was thankful to it for keeping me and my children safe, warm and dry. And you don't have to thank inanimate objects, but be thankful of the things that do bring you safety and pleasures within your life, and be thankful of yourself as well. And you're also needing to be finding your spark as well, Aldona. I want to say that there's either a new friendship or a new love interest as well that is coming into play there. But they're also talking about finding something that makes you something that makes you feel proud and happy doing it. I'm going to get one of these Rebel Deck cards. It's fallen. Okay, I don't know. These cards, my love, just so you know, sometimes they're very blunt and whatever. They tell us the things that we need to know rather than things that we want to know. And sometimes they swear. It says, drop the the fucking ego. Vulnerability is hot as fuck. This is coming around you and saying that you have built up your walls super high around you, and it's like we're finding it hard to be vulnerable and let anybody in. But I want to say that there's a particular person around you that you're questioning whether to be vulnerable with them because you don't want to get hurt emotionally. But there's talking about that your intuition there within you's been telling you to bring down them walls, even if it's just a brick at a time, and start allowing people within so that they can see that vulnerability. But anyway, I want to thank you for connecting with me. Let's see who else we have here today. Okay, if anyone would like a reading, please put one in the chat. And thank you, Aldona, for connecting with me, love. Hi, Jade. How are you? And thank you. I don't know if I'm pronouncing. Just so anyone knows who's new here, I am dyslexic and I sometimes mispronounce names because I tend to read them phonetically. So I just want to apologise if I get anyone's name wrong. Okay. EXO, I feel drawn to you, love. Do you want to put your question in the chat? Just so you know, guys, after this reading, I'm going to have a 5-minute break, but we'll still be on the stream. We'll be just chatting for 5 minutes, and then we'll do some more readings. Hello, Fanta. How are you, love? Oh, by the way, we're also waiting for XO's question. I you know what I'm like, guys? I always like doing my little book suggestion. We have this really cute book that I'm going to suggest today. I've got a few here. But this one I love, How to Find Joy in 5 Minutes a Day. Obviously, I'm all about the mindfulness. I'm not sponsored or whatever, guys. I'm just like, you know, it's only a little channel, but I just like suggesting books because I love reading. But I'm all about my mindfulness, and what I love about this is when you're needing to do something mindful just to escape life, because life can be an absolute shit sometimes. Something like this is amazing because it can help you just disconnect. And then it can help you just find something to be more positive for. But yeah, love it. Let me just show you one of the things here. Make a let go list. Write down things you want to let go of in your life. It could be a negative habit or relationship, or perhaps an unkind way you treat yourself. It could be things that have served you once but are not serving you now. What are you ready to let go of in order to feel more open to future happiness? What would make you happy not to have to think about or be ground down by again? Write them down on a piece of paper and then throw it away. Letting go physically will ready you to let go emotionally. So, love it. I really want to start doing some mindfulness videos again. Obviously, me and Gary did like a whole series of the mindfulness videos, but I'd love to do them again. It does look like a good book, doesn't it? I'm looking behind me. Oh. Open them up. So, EXO says, Will Fermin and I reconcile and be in a relationship again? Thank you. Well, let's see. I'm going to get my Lover's Oracle out because I love finding any excuse to use these. For one, they are heart-shaped. You can't see that. They're so cute. Margaret says, I love your last mindfulness videos. They help me immensely. Yeah, I really want to start the mindfulness videos again. Okay, so the first card I pulled out here, it says, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. This is saying, even mentally and emotionally, let your person just have some space. It's like when we're needing that time to heal and to be dealing with the feelings, okay, and dealing with the emotions that we've been through. And I feel like that this is not just for them, but for yourself as well. Okay, and it's saying that at the moment we're just needing to allow ourselves to heal. And it's saying, you've got this one as well, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. It's like you already know that you need to be giving this person some space, Exo. And that you need it as well. Okay, you're needing the space, they're needing the space. And it's like we're having to let things work out within themselves naturally. Now, I want to say that your person is a very much of a free spirit, and they do not like to okay, I thought I did say hi. I'm sorry, Kerry, I thought I did say hi to you. I think I said hi to you though, like in between whilst I was doing a reading. I'm sorry, Kerry. I love you. I always appreciate you and everyone who's there. I'm sorry I made you feel like I didn't. Maybe I said hi in my head. I do that sometimes because I'm such an introvert. I say things in my head and I think I've said it out loud. And I even do that with text messages. When somebody sends me a message, I'll think that I've sent, like, I'll reply in my head. Like, oh, I'm going to say this. And then I physically don't, and then I forget. But I'm sorry if I thought I did, Kerry. I'm sorry. I think I said hi in the middle of doing a reading. I don't know. I'm questioning myself now. I don't know. It's so annoying, isn't it? Like you think it's like you think it. So it's like you. I'm such an introvert, so I'm like, no, but I'm sure I did though. I feel like I did because I remember you coming in and saying hi to you. But like I said, it might have been a mental high. That sounds weird. Hey, Kevin. I tried to say hi to everyone as they come in. I'm sorry, Kevin. But anyway, back to Excel's reading. I feel like that this person is very much of a free spirit, and they tend to find it hard when they're tied down and within a relationship. And I feel like that they need some space and time to find themselves and to learn who they are. Okay, so I feel like that they need to do some maturing and growing. Thank you, Kevin. I lifted it again. But I sincerely don't want to make anyone feel like that. I try and say hello to everyone. Anyway, Excel, let me get you a Rebel Deck card, my love. Well, thank you for sharing the Twitter, Fanta. Okay. Sometimes, Excel, the Rebel Deck cards, they sometimes tell us things that are connected to our reading. Sometimes they tell us something separated from the question that you have asked, that is to do with your life. But it's always information that we need to know rather than what we want to hear. It says here, you think someone is lying. They are. You feel like you need to listen to that intuition when it comes in and says, somebody's telling some porcupine lies. So you need to believe in that and listen to that intuition there. You've also got, believe what you're saying. Face reality or live in la la land. Choose bravely. This is saying that in the situations around you, you sometimes put a mask over it, and it's like we'll be like in love with the idea of it, but in reality, we sometimes erase the negative aspects. And it's like, I want to say, sometimes you feel like that you can fix it and ensure that it's all okay. But it's saying to don't forget to just come back down to reality sometimes, so that you can think in a rational way, so you don't get hurt as well. Now this could be connecting into reigniting the relationship. It could be saying, like, take a step back, look at the things that were working, look at the things that weren't working. Also listen to the guidance there about allowing that person to have their space and allowing yourself to have that space. But I want to thank you for connecting with me. Now we are, guys, gonna have a few minutes break. Oh, wrong one. That's not supposed to be there. One second, guys. Okay. You're welcome, Excel. I've not done private readings for a while, Hen, but if yourself or anyone would like one, you can contact me privately. We'll look at it. That's why I've not really been advertising it. I have been going through something personally, and I did briefly talk about it on the last stream, and I will briefly just talk about it again here. And essentially what happened back in May, I think it was, I was on a DV chat on Twitter, and my ex, who assaulted me when I was pregnant with my son, decided to stalk me on there, and he essentially ended up on the panel in a place that I thought was my safe space. And then when he found a video that I had made about my experiences where I hadn't named him, but I'd just shown the bruises that had sustained from him punching in the eye, he tried to get a non-molestation order on me to silence me, and it all just gave me a load of anxiety. That's why I took a big step back from doing my streams and everything, because I was just getting anxiety. But anyway, back end of October was the court hearing, which he didn't even bother to turn up to. The court heard my side of the story, realised what the fuck, and they dismissed it. which I'm very fucking thankful for, because I'm not letting anyone silence me when it comes to domestic DV. I've never mentioned his name, and I've never given a description of him, and I am not going to feel scared by him by talking about what he put me through. So yeah, that is what's been going on with me, guys, over the last few months. But like I said, it's been dismissed now. Because the judge, he didn't even turn up. Like, he sent a lawyer, didn't even turn up. Yeah, exactly, came. As soon as it was the kids being school holidays, it kept you away. Well, the thing is, I used to do live streams at night and that, but I sometimes get a lot of anxiety when it comes to like night time now. I tend to spend most of it going. Well, I didn't have a lawyer, because if anyone has ever been through this, where their abuser, like, in his complaint, he put like a load of BS, load of lies about me, which are not true, and he accused me of things that I've never done to him nor anyone. He accused me of financially abusing him when we were in a relationship, and saying that he's a changed man, and just loads and loads of lies about me and about the situation. He was found guilty in a court of law for when he assaulted me, by the way. That's all documented. But before the hearing, I wrote a letter to the judge, and it was a 4-page letter. It took me like 2 days to write it, explaining everything. And then when it came to the court hearing, when you're the respondent, because he was the applicant, I was the respondent. When you're the respondent, it's very hard to get legal aid. So I had to represent myself, and even I was there on my own, no help. It still got through out. It got dismissed. Thank you, Liz. And you know what's funny? October is DV Awareness Month, so I was just, after the fact, it made me feel elated. And not only that, on the 9th of October was the anniversary of 7 years of when he assaulted me. I was pregnant with my son at the time. He was now 6. I was 22 weeks pregnant with my son. I'll just see everyone's comments. I'm sorry I can't believe I missed them all. Oh, thank you for the prayers, Leslie. Thank you, Ika. Thank all of yous. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, everyone. Like I said, I went through it for over 20 years. I'm so sorry I had to go through it all. So, thank you, love. Thank you, Hen. I hope I can move forward. I feel better now, because it was affecting my anxiety. And like, I did go live back in September only once, and then this week I wanted to be able to go live like literally like 3 times, but I've had such a busy week. But apart from that, that's why I've gone live today. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be spending some time with you guys. Team says, so sorry, Keela, I haven't suffered deep for myself. I sympathise with you. Users never take responsibility for the things they have done. They don't. They just project and reflect. Like, just project it back at you. And he made up loads of BS. He said that I catfished it. This was obviously I can't say everything online, guys, but I can say this bit. because I want to make sure none of it is, like I said, identifiable. Even though if I was another person and I didn't have kids, then I probably would name the horrible person, because, like I said, he was found guilty in court of law, but I ain't going to do that. But anyway, he said in his application, in his statement, that I catfished him and then pretending to be one of his friends, and then met up with him in his town and started shouting, "That's my abuser," and I was recording him apparently, which is just so bizarre. It's laughable. I love you too, Fanta. This community does give us all strength. That's what I love about it. Even though we're doing like the card readings and that, obviously this, I feel like I'm connected to the majority of you guys from the community, from the Johnny Depp community, which, you know, I've not covered as much recently, but that's where I met most of yous. Yeah, it's crazy. It's super crazy. But yeah, I agree with you there. I will look that up. I'll try and remember that play. I'm gonna put your message on a star so I can see it in a bit. It's been over 5 years for me. That October became my month of heavy sadness. My dad lost his battle with stomach cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. Is Tammy okay? I've not heard of Tammy for a few months, since not long after the trial was over. I'm going to try and reach out to her on Instagram, because I miss my way. I'm reading Hen's comment. I said I'm a weirdo. I miss my morning streams with her. Like, we used to do pop culture streams in the morning, and have a laugh and all that. And it used to be really, really fun. And I miss doing that. Cause Tammy used to be up like 9 a.m. my time. So when I'd done my school, and would do that. You don't have to cover it as much anymore. You know, Miss Tammy. Yeah, I miss Tammy. I always miss Tammy. This is your safe space to talk openly and get a positive feeling and energy sent to you. Thank you, Grace. Well, that was one of the reasons why, and I said this to the magistrate in my letter, one of the reasons that I started this channel was as an outlet for, might sound selfish or whatever, I don't know, but I wanted an outlet to be able to talk about my experiences and to find people who have been through similar experiences and explain my coping mechanisms and see what other people coping mechanisms were. And just being able to speak about the things that I've been through on a platform like this, even though it's only a little platform, has given me the ability to heal more than any of the therapists did, any of the medicines that they gave me at the time when I was going through, and the depression, anxiety, all that. Being able to talk about it has been like the biggest healer for me. I miss me and Tammy and Gary streaming together too. So it was funny. Exactly. And you know what sucks the most out of all is October. Like last year, I plan to do the DV awareness streams. And we might have to do them in January. I know it won't be DV awareness month. But what I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to open a second channel for the DV awareness stuff, because I don't want to have them videos monetized in any way, and because it's such heavy topics, they just get pulled down. So I want to be able for us to have a little platform where we can just be able to talk about stuff. Thank you, Margot. I didn't know whether I'd ever be able to talk about this situation that I've just gone through at all. But I do feel better now that I have, because I'm not going to let him have what he was trying to have. He was trying to silence me. He was trying to shut me up, put me in a little box, make me feel scared. And I'm not having that. And then on that other little channel that we're going to do, I'm going to put the DV videos that were already on here, and I can have it more like as a panel thing, whereas I can keep this more for like the readings and all that we talk and that. But that one will be more of like a panel stream. Like even when Gary was singing and stuff on this channel, it'll get pulled down. So on that little second one, I won't care. Do you know what I mean? Things can get pulled down on it. He was Pamster. He was trying to get me to disconnect from it all, and it feels like I felt like I was just living in a dream, because obviously we've just been through the Johnny Depp trial, and then I was going through this, and I was like, what, why now, why? But I'm not let it defeat me, and I'm not gonna let it defeat me. But we are gonna have this second channel, and obviously when I do make it, I'll make it today, right? And we'll sort something out. I'll set it up today. Yeah, I am strong bitch now. I'm not gonna let him pull me down. He can piss off. He had his moment to do that. He had his he took enough years of my life when I was with him and after I was with him, because after I broke up from him, I ended up in another DV relationship where the cycle continued. And yeah, but anyway, we'll talk about all this on the second little channel that we're gonna do. Do it, will sub, I'll retweet. Oh, thank you, love. Well, that channel, that second one, like this channel's monetized. I don't really, I've not really been live or anything. I don't really get anything off it. But the second channel where we're going to talk about DV, it's not going to be monetized at all. One thing I don't ever want to do is to monetize off other people's pain like that, and it's going to be a platform where people can talk about their experiences and where I can talk about mine, and it's going to be like if anything, it's going to be like a support group. If you want, guys, you can put suggestions in the chat for what you think it should be called. I don't know if we should incorporate the Keeley Talks name into it or what, but if you want to put your suggestions in the chat, and I can write some of them down if I can find my little notebook. There it is. How is Gary? Gary's doing great. I actually spoke to him before we went to work this morning. He woke up late, bless him. He's doing good. He's trying to save up so he can get a visa. Move over here. Will you move all your DV content over there? Yeah. All the DV content will be moved over there. If not, it'll just be started again. It might be a lot of fuss, me trying to move all the videos. I might have to do it slowly. Do you know what I mean? Because some of the videos are quite long, and we have DV streams and everything. Yeah, they demonetize a lot of the DV stuff, and I don't know why. They say this doesn't thing yet. Our whatever Survivor's Heaven. That's a good suggestion, Claire. You should call it Soothing Voice of All Time. Survivor's Heaven. That's a good name too, Ken. healers, survivors. Yeah, if anyone else can think of any name, Keeler's Karmic Heaven. I like that as well. That's cute. Oh, scary. What does he think? Oh, I might put a poll up because I want you guys to be a big part in choosing that name because it will be for all of us. Where's my book? I've just got loads of things, but oh well. Yeah, please follow me on Twitter, guys, if you're not already. Before we get some more readings, which will be in a minute, if you don't know what this is my songbook where I write songs. Keeler Talks. Let me meditate on it today. Retreat. I was trying to come up with something. Yeah. And I wrote a song about DV, but obviously they didn't have to be like this. Because about DV. But I want to read it to you guys quickly if I can before we start the readings. I've been learning to play guitar. Thank you for becoming a member, Leslie. I've been learning to play the guitar. Just going to read this little song for you guys. I can't find it now. Survivors support space. That's a good idea as well. The best thing that I wish I could have started at 9 like you, Leslie, but I didn't. I only started learning this year in August, and it does really, really help to get out of your head, doesn't it? Survivors support space. I like that as well because it's very inclusive. This poem that I wrote, guys, about everything from things I went through when I was a kid with an abusive father to going through DV and never footwork is hard. My hands are short and stubborn. I can only do the 3 finger chords so far, Elizabeth. Anyway, guys, I'm going to read this poem to you very quickly. It's called Who I Am Inside, and it's about releasing yourself of everything that you've been through, any hurt that you've been through. That's what I wrote here. I don't know if it'll ever be a song. It might only ever be a poem, but we'll see. Anyway, it's like having a conversation with yourself, having a conversation with your inner child. It says, I'm sorry, please forgive me for not being the one to hear me. I should have listened when you were small. I don't know why it took so long to apologise. I blame you for all the hurt I kept on the inside. But it's not you. It's not your fault. So don't blame you for the things when you were small. It's time to forgive who I am on the inside. The trauma hurts, and I can't hide. It's time to let that little girl out. She makes me want to scream and shout. You are not the hurt on the inside. Forgive yourself so you can fly. What they did is not your fault. Time to grieve and let this go. I don't know why it took so long to apologise. Don't blame yourself for the hurt that you feel on the inside. Survivors' conversations are like that one as well, hamster. I'll have a look at what we can get going. Right, okay. Let me do some readings because we've only got time for a few more. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Leslie. There it is. If you'd like a reading, put a 1 in the chat now. Thank you, Kay and Hen and Elizabeth and Grace and Leslie. I think I said thank you to Leslie and everybody. So everyone put the 1s for a second. Oh, why am I getting Twitter notifications? Oh. Doobie-doobie-doo. Grace, do you want to put your question in the chat, love? Oh, shit. I'm still waiting for Grace. I'm going to do it for me. Grace, put your question in the chat. Right, here we go. Here's Grace's message. Question. Well, look at you go, Keela. I've been... That's only like one thing. I can't do a proper song yet. I'm trying. Sugar. I'm trying. And that's only on the little junior guitar. I have got a proper guitar. But, thank you, Hen. Oh gosh, what am I pressing? Please, can you tell me, do you see Paul getting back together with me? He's breaking me out. Anything you see about him, I'll take. Thanks so much for picking me. I'm grateful for you. I really need this. Thank you, love. Thank you, Leslie and Kay and anyone else who I've forgotten. Thank you, guys. Thank you for giving Grace some hugs, Kerry, as well. Survivor's strength. I like that. So it's got a ring to it. Survivor's strength. Yeah, because there's also something else I want to do on that TV channel. I've got a book. It's helping notice signs and red flags, and we'll be able to go through that like chapter by chapter. Right, okay. Okay then. Okay, Grace. Right, well that card just fell out, even though we had it for before. Sailing after a storm, that's a lucky one too. Kiwi's Corner, that's cute as well. Let me just style them a minute because otherwise I'm going to lose them. That's cute, but it is a heavy subject. That's trim. It is going to be heavy. People are going to be releasing the trauma. Okay. Grace, my love. You've got this one first, okay? And it says here on the back, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is saying before you make any kind of decision, I can see you, Kay. Before you make any kind of decision regarding getting back together with Paul, you need to be really, really truthful for yourself and to not make any decisions on guilt on the way you wish something should have gone, or you wish how you wish things. Yeah, I agree with you, Fanta. This is sorry, get distracted, but this is saying that you shouldn't make decisions around getting back together with Paul based on guilt on the way you feel things should have gone, or the way yes, Jenna, I'm just doing a reading at the minute, my love, or guilt on the way things haven't worked out the way that you wanted to. They're talking about there's a need for reflection. This was a card that fell out that also fell out in another question about our relationship, and it says give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that it'll work out for the best, whether it's you're getting back together, it's okay, Jenna, or whether you won't get back together, but there's a need for that separation of space, and it's so that you can make these decisions clearly. Because I want to say in the past, I like that palm star as well. In the past, regarding the relationship with Paul, when there was times when he would purposely hurt you or purposely do things that you would see as a red flag if it was your friend, you won't see. It's like we could only see the good parts, okay? Like this was the dream, the happy family, happy home, and everything being happy together. But we're having to take that solemn time and moment of being on our own so that we can find that light that was within us, so that we can grow within ourselves spiritually and with our soul. Because I want to say that this whole situation did crush you. I know you put that it broke your heart. Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, Grace. But I want to say, my love, with the 4 wands coming up, they're saying that, I know it's hard, right? I know it's super, super hard, because you can feel literally that card attachment. I like that one as well, Hen. Star. Even though we feel this strong connection with this person, the card still feels strong. Throughout our lives, we go through. Don't tell me anything else, Grace. I want to say that, like, I know it's really hard, but you need to be finding your own strength, okay? I want to say that there is things that you wanted to do, and it's like you've just lost all strength. It's like I've lost all my motivation, and I can feel myself, I can feel my health being affected by it. Okay, and what I want to say is, it's like the universe is trying to say, hey, right now it's not a time to be just jumping in and getting back in a relationship with this person. We need to have some time for reflection. We need to have some time to find that strength, because you need to find how strong you are. Okay, this person, if they wanted to be with you, they would be with you right now. And you are worth so, so much, and you don't feel like it. You don't see it within yourself, but you are. You are an amazing person, and you deserve to be happy, and you deserve to be able to be at peace even within your own company. Now, I want to say that Paul is very, very stubborn when he gets his mind on something. Yeah, you got to learn to love yourself again. He's a very, very stubborn person, and when he's made his decision on something, he's very, very, it's like he's very stagnant in it, and he doesn't shift. And I feel like if you was to even slightly put any pressure on him, it will not help the situation at all. And I feel like that we're needing to find ourselves of who we were before this person. Now, 4 years is a long time to be with someone and then not be with them. But you need to find who you were before them, like how strong you were and how wise you were. Like, even in this chat today, you've been sending so much love to other people, to myself, and being a strong force to be there for others. But we're needing to find that strength within ourselves to be strong for us. It's like we're in the deep freeze at the moment. It's like a long winter, and we can't see any summer coming on. Okay, you can't see how you can be happy whilst you're not with this person. But let me tell you a secret: there is life after this person. Okay, there is so, so much life, there is so much love. But before you can love another, because I know that you do love this person, we need to be finding that love for ourselves. Okay, we need to be finding that love for ourselves. Now, that's not okay. The way that he's treated you, Grace, is not okay. You are number one. Oh, happy birthday to your boy. You are your number one, Grace, okay? And you yourself come before anyone. This has been keeping you up at night and causing you a lot of anxiety and a lot of sleepless nights. But things will balance back out for you. You just need to allow yourself to start that healing process. And I feel like the first aspect of it is being grateful to the happy times, and then letting that go. If there ever comes a situation where you two are magnetized back together, this will happen naturally, I feel. It's not going to be forced. But I feel ultimately we need to allow ourselves to be able to heal. You need to heal, Grace. Grace, this is a Rebel deck card that came out for you. You need a good fucking cry. Now, you know this. You haven't. I feel like you may have cried, you may have let the emotion out, but it's like we've not let it out fully. And what's happening right now is that you're going through a grieving process, because even though somebody hasn't died, you've still lost a person that was in your life for a long time, and you need to allow yourself to grieve. It says here on the back, get your ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Anyway, I hope that was okay for you, Grace. If anyone would like a reading, please put one in the chat. We've probably got time for that. We've got to end the stream at 2:30. It's 2:15 now. And then I'm going to set up that other channel today. I'm going to make it a banner. I'm going to make it a picture on there. It won't be a picture of me though. I'm so sorry, Grace. I think we need to sing happy birthday to them later. No worries, Grace. Hen, drop your question in the chat, love. Hen, whilst you're putting your question in chat, I'm going to go off the screen and mute because I really, really, really need to go to the little girl's room. I'll be right back. Won't be a minute, guys. I'm back. Okay. What did I miss? Yeah, I always leave my live streams up, Leslie. Unless there's a particular... If I've talked about something that I feel anxious about leaving up, then I take it down. But there's nothing in this stream that I'm going to be taking it down for. General, please, let's go on. So I want to see what you pick up. Just so you know as well, I need to go on there more often myself personally, but I need to download it onto my other phone. But we do have a Discord as well, where people are very supportive in there, and the link to it is in the description of this video. And if you're not joined onto the Discord, because it's not just about tarot cards, it's not just about TV, there's just, you can just go in there and have a moan. You can go in there and show your plants, you can go in there and show the food that you've cooked, you can go in there and just catch up with people. Yeah, you can send me a DM. My Twitter, my Instagram and my Facebook, everything is in the description of this video. So if anyone wants to DM me on there, you can do. Yes, of course, I can put Grace in the healing book. Okay, let's see what we get for him. Yeah. First of all, they're saying stop thinking about it and do it. There's been something that you've been wanting to do, and you've just been putting it on the side and saying, oh, I'll get on with that. I'll do it when I get to it. But they're saying that you're needing to stop thinking about it and to do it. There's a time now to be taking action. I can't think of any words. The Knight of Wands is coming in saying, time to go, go, go. And again, we've got the Seven of Pentacles coming in. I feel like this is either some sort of project or making something. But I feel like that this is something that you've been thinking about doing for a while, and it's like we keep putting it off. It's like one of them when you say, oh, I'll start my diet on Monday. And they're saying, I'm not saying this is a diet thing, but I'm just, but they're saying, you know, you need to start it now, even if it's just physically writing down the ideas around starting that project. You've also got this permissions card as well coming in. Allow yourself to love and be loved. And I want to say you tend to put your wall up very, very high, and I feel like that recently there's been people trying to get into the inner center of your wall, if that makes sense, to find the vulnerable side of yourself, because sometimes you pass on that vulnerable side with humor, whether it's dark humor or just having a joke. It's okay you don't understand Discord, Liz. You can just send me a DM on Twitter. Anyway, it don't matter. Stammering. Stop stammering, Keela. Okay. But there's also a situation as well where you've been trying to help somebody with a situation, and they're talking about the need to be stepping back. It's like it's causing too much pain and frustration, I want to say. We've got I said ew. We've also got the goblins coming in as well. Now, this card comes out for many different reasons, but we've got it's the number 5 card. So I'll take that as when we look at the tarot cards. So this is talking about a situation around you at the moment. in him where it feels like things, we're getting like challenge after challenge. And I don't want to say the big massive challenges, but it's just a case of we're asking ourselves like, what's next thing's going to be. But we're needing to have an escape as well. And I feel like that the main thing that they want to be telling you right here with this little reading now is to be starting this project that you've been thinking about. Now, this could be something from either moving property to making some homemade cards or decorating. I feel like that you know where this is. Let me get you a Rebel deck card. You've got don't believe every shitty thought you have. And on the back here it says, thoughts can be sneaky lying bastards. This is coming into for your hen because I want to say sometimes you let your own thoughts hold you back. I do it, we all do it, it's just a human flaw I think that we can sometimes have with our anxieties. But when them anxieties come in, it can pull us back there. And I feel like that this card is trying to say, surrounding this thing where we're needing to take action right now, that we're needing to put the anxieties on the back burner so that we can move forward. And you have a gooey centre. We all have a gooey centre. Hi, could you please, Katie, thank you for the donation, my love. Like, I don't do no guaranteed readings at all. But we are like literally 5 minutes away from ending. So I'm gonna pull you one card out because you have done me a donation. Let me see what you said. What will happen between Jordan and me before the end of the year? Let me just pull you out one of these heart ones. Because I don't want people who can't afford to do donations feel like left out, do you know what I mean? But let me just pull one out, because we are thankful when we do get them. These readings are registered as being free. Not registered, what's it called? Advertised as being free. I prefer if people ever want to give me a donation, they don't have to, but if they were to, then to do it after you get your reading. Do you know what I mean? Do it afterwards, and then it's not like, you're getting picked for giving it. Because we're at the end. I don't mind doing this one. It's okay, Kate. I don't say sorry. I appreciate any donations. Thank you. So we've got the dove coming here. What was your question again? Could you please see what will happen between Jordan and me before the end of the year? Okay, so a new beginning is going to be arising for you and Jordan. I feel like that, I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, but it's like, if we are in a relationship, we're going to be going through a new phase of it where it's going to be a deeper understanding between the two of you. If you're not in a relationship yet, then them bonds are going to start to form. This is going to feel like a whole new adventure for you, though. But this is saying to spread your wings and to have fun with it and to embrace it with love. Where's my comments gone? And I'll get you a Rebel deck card. Actually, we won't get a Rebel deck card with that. We'll grab you one more of these cards quickly. And then okay, we've got this one. It says, when it comes to matters of the There is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. This is saying don't be feeling like we're making the right or the wrong choice at the moment. Let things happen naturally and go with the flow. Allow this to grow your understanding of love and life in general, and to embrace it as a new adventure between the two of you. But I want to thank you for connecting with me quickly. Where's the finger? Okay, there we are. But thank all of you guys. I'm going to be ending the stream in literally a few minutes. But you guys have to let me know if you want to hear Gary's song again, and I can play that for you. If you want me to play Gary's, mine and Gary's songs, it didn't have to be like this. Put number 2 in the chat. Hey Roberta. I want to apologise for anyone who's just come in, because you have come at the end of the stream, but we are going to be we do these streams often, even though I always say that, and we've just been going through something that messed up my routine. We are getting back into it now. If you'd like me to play the song about inspired by Johnny Depp and the situation around Johnny Depp, put number 2 in the chat. Hi Rex. The readings are closed now, my love, because I've got to get my kids from school in a minute. But if you keep the notifications on for the channel next time I go live, because sometimes I go live and there'll literally be 2 people in the chat at first, or sometimes you could be like the only one there for the first few minutes, and it's like easier to get a reading when there's only a few there. But I don't want anyone to feel bad that they've not had one yet, or to feel like all the readings are free, or to feel bad that I let someone have only had a donation. Have a good day too, Rex. Oh, we've got lots of twos. Okay, so this song we are going to play is called It Didn't Have to Be Like This, and it was wrote by me, just so I can show you. It is here somewhere. Oh, that's the other one. We've got another one, by the way, that I'm waiting for Gary to record. Called Dear Johnny. It is. So here's a song that we're going to be playing. Wrote by myself, sang and produced and chord procession and everything by my love Gary. And also, yeah, you can be listening, Leslie. I'm going to play the video where Nerd at Newsstand, she did a beautiful video for it. So we'll play that now.
There we go from the top. Yeah, listen. You don't want to make nice. I tried. Seems like you want to take this to court. I went on believing that you were the one. What a mistake, how could have I been so wrong? Look what you did, girl, look what you done. It didn't have to be like this. No, it didn't have to be like this. I gave you everything I could. Took your friends in, you knew I would. I should have known when it was all rushed. I never thought it'd be like this. It didn't have to be like this. You know, I can't can't understand you when you're talking like Fozzie Bear. Then pretending I pulled out your hair. Really? Tell me now, does that seem right? I thought you were better than this. It didn't have to be like this. You started to believe your own lies. I told you never again you'd see my eyes. So I'll see you in court again. I'm gone. It didn't have to be like this. It really didn't have to be like this. You quietened me down. You put on a frown. Hoaxed the whole damn town. Said that I beat you and they believe you. Even weaponized the Me Too. But what about me too? And what you put me through? Oh, look what you did, girl. Look what you done. I never thought it'd be like this. Girl, you didn't have to be like this. I guess it's gonna have to be this. It didn't have to be this.
Thanks guys for joining in the stream. I'll let you all know what the name of the new channel will be for the DV chats and support chats and everything. Anyway, I'll see you for the next one. For the readings, I'll probably not be live over the weekend. I'll probably be live again now in earliest Tuesday or Wednesday, we will see, but we may be earlier on an evening regarding the DV streams. But if you follow me on Twitter, follow me on the Discord, then you'll be able to see the notifications. Take care, guys. Ta-ra for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and you too, Kevin. Ta-ra, guys.